Hello. Today's video is going to be on Christmas party makeup because, you know, it's that time of year again and we might actually be able to go to Christmas parties. So yeah, this doesn't have to be worn at a party though, it can just be, you know, around Christmas if you just want to jazz up your everyday makeup a bit. So it's going to be long lasting, glowy, a red lip obviously, and then some like goldy browny sparkly eyes, because that's kind of Christmassy, isn't it? Okay, so before you even start with your makeup though, you want to make sure your skin is as smooth and, I want to say crust free, flake free, as smooth and as moisturised as possible. This will just make the foundation sit better, it'll look better, your skin will just look more smooth overall. So what I use this is the best thing I've found to smooth out my skin, I'm sure you've seen this, it's the Ordinary AHA and BHA peeling solution. It doesn't have to be one this strong, like any chemical exfoliant or even a physical exfoliant if that's what you prefer, just to get off all the dead skin. And then I've just moisturised with a simple moisturiser. So for primer, which I'm actually going to use for once, I'm using the Jecca Blac Glow Drops. I had these in a glossy box, but yeah, it's just a nice glowy primer. Just going to help the foundation look a bit nicer, makes your skin nice and glowy and bright and stuff. I think this is in the shade Rose Pearl. I'm not sure if there's different shades of this, but yeah, looks a bit scary when you first put it on, but once you put foundation on top of it, it's fine. It just adds a bit of a glow. A bit. Ooh, another thing I forgot to mention. Oops. My lips, because my lips are really dry lately, I just use this Colourpop Lippie scrub. It's the bubblegum one, collab with Lizzie McGuire. It just makes your lips all smooth as well. You just want a smooth base, alright, basically. Lovely little spot. Little. On my chin there. So yeah, this is going to be for like, you know, people with average skill who don't like going to makeup artists or don't want to spend the money to do that, but you want your makeup to still look nice. I think I'm capable of making it look nice. Obviously I'm not the most skilled person out there. Plenty of people have a lot more talent than me, but you know, I'm not too bad. So yeah, this just left my skin really glowy and dewy. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. We're keeping this nice and hydrated because my skin's quite dry, especially right now. And you know, in the winter, most people's skin gets a bit dry. So yeah, and this is in the shade Fair 20N. Then I'm going to blend that in with a buffing brush. I just prefer these to a beauty blender, I don't know, it just gets the job done quicker. And it always looks nice and smooth as well, so. This foundation is a little bit pale for me, but I'm going to fix that later on. So yeah, it's just got a really nice sort of, not too glowy but not too matte finish, kind of somewhere in the middle. And for concealer, I'm going to use the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. A cruelty-free option is the MUA Pro Base, the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealer. I've actually used all of that. A few others that I can't think of, but yeah, I'm just going to use this for now. So I just put that under my eyes and anywhere that the foundation didn't quite cover up. Acne spots. Now I'm going to add a bit of powder just to set everything in place. This is the Collection Primed and Ready Invisible Setting Powder. It's just nice and lightweight and doesn't look too cakey or powdery, like obviously powdery on your face, if that makes sense. And I just completely forgot that I was going to use the Glossier Cloud paint as a blush. A cheaper alternative to this is the MUA, what's it called, Liquid Cream Blush. The ones that look the same as this, they're a good dupe. You can use this over powder though, so it should be fine. You only need the tiniest amount and it lasts ages. This one is in the shade Beam, in case you're wondering. So I literally just take a bit on my finger and I just dab it on my face. And then I blend it out with my finger. It's really easy to blend. And I tend to put blush sort of this area to kind of lift my cheeks a bit, I guess. And now for bronzer, I'm using the MUA Bronzed Matte Bronzing Powder. It's quite a nice sort of more cool tone bronzer, and it's not too like intense because it's winter and who's going to believe that I have some extreme orange tan. So I just kind of go like this and use it to like contour a little bit. Does this make sense? And I just put it right on the edges of my face, basically. Just adds a bit of dimension. And you want to hold it towards the end of the brush and make like really light motions, just so it blends more seamlessly, I guess. And then so my neck matches my face. You can, if you're wearing like a off the shoulder dress or something, then just sort of dust it around here, around your shoulders as well is nice, you know. Just so you're not a completely different colour to the rest of you. I'm just going to go over the blush a little bit just because I like blush with this MUA blush palette. When I'm finished eating my hair. I'm just bringing it further up my temples. Okay, now for highlight, I'm going to use Soph's palette with Revolution, and I think this is only £8 and it comes with 8 shades and they are gorgeous. Like, look at that, look at it. And you know, I think it's just nice for a Christmas party if you're all nice and glowy and shiny. So I'm going to use the shades this one and this one here, so I think the more goldy glow is appropriate. I am using the same brush for everything because I am lazy and can't be bothered to walk to by there to get my other brush. But I'm just sort of dusting that in this area here, so where the light would naturally hit your face. It's just such a soft, glowy highlight that it doesn't highlight any texture, it just looks smooth. It's so nice, especially for the price as well. Is this too much? No. And then I'm just adding a bit of the lighter shade onto my nose, just the very tip and right by here. Don't have to do this if you don't like that look, but I think it just makes my nose look a bit nicer, I don't know. And then I'm going to add this one and this one, just mix them together on my finger. And then I'm going to add that as inner corner highlight. I've tried to use that as a mirror then. And the same ones again, just on my brow bone. So now my face has a bit more colour. It's a bit more glowy, a bit more life to it, I think. So now I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I used this in my last video, but I'm going to use it again. It's the Glossier Brow Flick in brown, just because it lasts all night. Like, you don't need to worry about your eyebrows. I mean, you shouldn't be worrying about your eyebrows anyway, but they're not going to go anywhere. And I just kind of draw this on in little strokes to like to mimic eyebrow hairs. And it's lasted ages. I've had this for like a year now. I don't even know how long, but it's lasted forever, so definitely worth the money. Now I'm going to prime my eyes using this Barry M Lid Lock eyeshadow primer. It's not the best, it's a little bit grainy for some reason, but it does make my eyeshadow last a bit longer and crease less, so that's good. I used to use this really old Avon one and I actually found that was really good, but I don't think it exists anymore. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm using the Colourpop Wild Child palette because it's just beautiful and I think it would just suit anyone, and just look at it. It's just such beautiful bronzy brown warm shades. Flattering on anyone, and they're so soft and easy to blend, like you can't go wrong with this basically. So I'm going to start with the lightest shade here, which is called #spotted, and then just this fluffy brush. This is a Spectrum B06. So these are a little bit powdery, but honestly, like, there isn't much fallout and they just blend so nicely. Like, look at that. So yeah, I'm just sort of lightly blending this on my crease and winging it out slightly. So I just go in circular motions, just very, very lightly blend it out like that towards the outer corner of my eye. And then with a smaller brush, this is a Spectrum A12 brush, I'm going to use the shade called Ground Crew, which is this one. I'm just going to focus this on the outer corners. So I'm just kind of packing it on the outer corner, and then blending it inwards. So the key is just to be really light-handed and use circular motions and focus darker colours on the outer corners, you know. And then using that smaller brush again, I'm just going to add those two colours on my lower lash line. So the lighter colour more towards the middle and the outer corner, no, what? The lighter colour towards the middle and the darker colour towards the outer corners. If you follow that rule, you'll be fine. I mean, obviously you can put darker and lighter colours wherever you want, it's just that tends to be more flattering. And because I want this to be quite smoky and like dramatic, I'm going to use this really dark cool brown colour called Hard to Get. And I'm going to focus that darkest colour again just on the outer corners here and here. I'm not going to blend it in too much. But yeah, as you can see, these are so easy to blend into each other, like it takes hardly any work at all, they just work, you know. Now there's quite a few options of shimmers to go with, like there's this pressed glitter, well it's not pressed glitter, but I guess it is actually, I don't know, but it's super glittery, that one. This one is too. This one's like a really foiled gold. I might go for this one, or this one's just like a really soft bronze shimmer. I am gonna go with this one. So I just take some on my finger, look at that, and I'm just gonna put it towards the inner corner and the middle of my eyelid. Now there is a little bit of fallout with these, but it's not the end of the world. It's a sacrifice you make for that. And these are so cheap. Ooh, I know what I forgot. I didn't put that shimmer shade. I was going to put it just by here in the inner corners of my lower lash line. I'm just going to use a brush to do that. Just a tiny bit. This shade is called Fierce, by the way, the shimmer that I'm using. So anyway, I'm going to use the Collection Glam Crystals, what is this, liquid eyeshadow, just in my inner corners, just to brighten this up even more. There's lots of choices of eyeshadow toppers out there, just search liquid eyeshadow and you can find lots of really pretty ones. Okay, and that is the eyeshadow done. Okay, so I'm not going to do liquid eyeliner just because not everyone likes to do that. It might be a bit much for you. I mean, this eyeshadow is enough on its own. So I'm just going to go straight to mascara. Now, a cruelty-free option is the MUA Eye Define Nourish and Care Mascara. If you're not bothered about cruelty-free, there is the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. I really like both of these, to be honest. I'm just going to use both of them because I'm crazy. And I find these don't really transfer either, so it's good for like long wear. They're just really volumizing, both of them are. And it didn't take much building up either. And then I'm going to use the MUA one on the other side, just to show you. They're both really good. They both have huge brushes though. But they both like bristle brushes. See, like, my god. And MUA is such an affordable brand. Just going to go over this one a little bit. I think this actually performs better than the Maybelline one. Yeah, I'm awful at applying false lashes. If you can do it, do it. but if you're like me and you just can't be bothered with the effort and I just don't like the feeling of them, I think I need to try better ones. But yeah, I just think these mascaras are just so good. So yeah, that's the eyes. What else? So for lipstick, I've got a few options. I have this Max Factor bright red one in Ruby Tuesday. Oh my god, and it is Tuesday today. If you don't want to go for red, I have a Huda Beauty Demi Matte liquid lipstick. This is kind of like a red colour. It looks quite nude here, but it comes out quite a dark reddish mauvey colour. Or I have this e.l.f. one in Pepper. You know what, I might just go for the e.l.f. one. I might put the Huda Beauty one, I struggle to say it, on top. But yeah, it's just such a really pretty bright red. It's just a really nice creamy formula, I really like it. That was bought for me by my friend Louise, my BFFL, thank you. And then just because I'm going to add the liquid lipstick on top, or whatever this is, it lasts forever, I can tell you that much. And that's just made it more like a dark, more muted colour. And am I done? Is that everything? Nope. Getting ahead of myself here. Just as a last step, I'm going to use the Revolution Glow Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray. It's a very glowy one, but I think it's just nice, you know? Not the nicest, most pleasant mist in the world, but yeah, that's my makeup all set in place. So yeah, that is everything. Do a little close up if you want. Close-ups are so cringe, I'm just sat here like... So this has been my go-to office party Christmassy makeup for any special occasion around Christmas or whenever. That was a bit vague. Yeah, this is kind of my go-to Christmas party makeup basically. I hope this video was helpful. I hope I explained everything okay. I tried to talk a bit more proper because in a lot of my videos I kind of just go and I don't even know what I'm saying, so yeah. Yeah, I really do hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you go into any Christmas parties this month or next month, then I hope you have a bloody brilliant time. You deserve it. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. Leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. I don't like saying that, but it'd just be nice to let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye.